It's happened again, everybody. Once and for all. I'm recording this video at like 5 in the morning. What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name is Scythe, and we are back in for some Trove on the Xbox One. I hurt my lip by doing that. Hi, Zion, whatever. Huge shout out to Captain Red, because look what he ended up doing. This was the biome that originally was the hub like a million years ago. Then it ended up getting attacked by some gross people. And, well, now he didn't end up putting a new, like a terraformer down on it or anything. He actually just built over the biome, as far as I know. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just one layer thick, isn't it? Is it? I just want mine yeah, that's just one layer thick. Well, whoops-a-daisy ripped me. I may have to try and stand here with a million zillion of you fine, beautiful people that are a part of the Jub because we need to make this grass grow, man. And the only way that we can do that is by standing around. What the? That's so weird, dude. Look at that. We've got highlands grass mixing in with the darker equivalent grass, whatever. Anyways, let's go and grind some stuff. But I hope you're all having a fantastic day, everybody. I feel so raise the roof, you know, like I'm so excited about everything that's been going on, not only with the channel and my personal life and stuff, but just with Trove in general. I'm really excited to see what the future holds, because there's lots of really exciting things coming around the corner. One thing that we gotta talk about a little bit of a serious note here before I talk about the stuff that I'm gonna be giving all of you fine, beautiful people. But right now, I'm gonna put a link in the description to a forum post that I ended up putting on the Trove website, right? So if you don't have an account on the Trove website, you're just gonna have to sign up to say whether or not you actually support this decision. But I finally made a post asking for the devs to add a world ban feature so that we can actually ban some of the people from the club world. And it's unfortunate that it's had to get to this point. You know, I keep kind of talking to the devs behind the scenes as much as I can spare anyways. And needless to say, you know, the devs have said that they would consider putting in a feature like this if enough people wanted it. So link will be in the description. I'm going to be really pushing that topic for quite a little while until it ends up getting added to the game, most likely, because honestly speaking, folks, it's been getting way out of hand. Like, there's so many people can just come to the club world and start spamming out the world chat, spamming potions. I'm sure you've dealt with that one, right, console players, where people will constantly drink potions over and over again, and the sound effect carries through the entire world, which will eventually get fixed, because in the PC version, that sound effect bug is not apparent, but it is still apparent on consoles, and honestly speaking, we have no idea when the big PC update is going to end up coming to consoles. But needless to say, we need this feature, so I would very much appreciate if you would go and support the topic, and hopefully we can get enough noise on it that the devs will actually consider adding that as a feature, because it's just been getting way out of hand. As the game ends up growing, it means that there's a lot more players, and unfortunately means that there's a lot more trolls. Maybe there's a more elegant solution there, but for myself personally, I can't be bothered to log in and have to kick like 5 to 10 people over and over and over again with the clunky keyboard controls on the console. It's just not happening. But anyways, back to the topic at hand, which is our crazy adventure town. So for today, folks, we're going to be giving away the same prizes we've been giving away for quite some time. We're going to give away 5 Streamer Dream boxes, which those are going to end up giving you any of the Streamer Dream allies, or Balefire Wings, or the Roboraptor mount, which is another mount that's kind of like the one that we're rocking right here, but it's a robotic raptor, right? But then on top of that, thanks to the devs for throwing me these. Again, they threw these to pretty much everybody that was part of the Trine Worlds creative program, but I thought it was cool to actually be able to give a good prize back to the community. So we're going to be giving away a full Neon Dragon. Oh yeah, so only one of them, and I don't really have that many of those codes left, so There we go. But in order to qualify for all that I ask is you hit that like button and leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can say anything you want, dude. You could even just say, this is my username, my name Jeff, you know, or give like a funny story about Trove or real life or whatever. It doesn't matter, you know. I'm just interested in getting to know my community. You know what I mean? But then on top of that, too, something very exciting has ended up happening. I talked about this in my latest PS4 episode, but in case you're only tuning into the Xbox, I want to say a huge shout out to the marketing department, let's say, because I don't think that the devs were directly involved with this, but my YouTube power precedes me. No, I ended up actually getting a contact in my emails, right? This was already like a week or two ago. I ended up getting a contact from someone saying, hey dude, you know, do you want some currency on the console versions of Trove? It sounded so suspicious to me, dude. Immediately I went and asked, like, I was like tweeting to Fasty, who's the guy that he's the dev that runs the Twitter feed, and I sent him a message like, is this for real? Does this guy actually work for you? And he said, yeah, these guys actually do work with our marketing department. So I sent a reply saying, yes, I would certainly like to have a currency. They asked which console I played. I said both of them, and they just happened to throw me like, I think it was like on the PS4, they threw me like 18,000 credits. And then on the Xbox version, that's why we're rocking this fancy Raptor right here, because normally you have to spend money in order to actually get this mount, because if you spend one real life dollar, you're gonna get one patron point. And needless to say, they ended up giving me, I think it was a $50 pack or something on the Xbox. It was different than what they gave me on the PS4. But, I already have everything on the PC version of Trove anyways, right? So personally speaking, I was sitting here thinking, what am I gonna do with this extra currency, you know? And I've decided that pretty much all that I can really do is, if there's anything I would want to do with this console currency, is it would be to give it to you guys, you know? But we can't trade credits or anything like that. So what I'm going to be doing instead, most likely, is I'm probably gonna buy myself a bunch of piñatas, and you're probably gonna see me throwing those down in the Xbox Club sometime soon. Sometimes whenever I can actually manage it, because behind the scenes I've been so super duper busy with the channel and my personal life and stuff like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it might not seem like it, because the channel ended up kind of like when Trove on console came out, the channel blew up to an insane degree, right? And now, you know, then we ended up getting to 100,000 subs. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And when that ended up happening, it kind of was like a eye-opener for me, where it's like, this is a thing. You know, the channel is growing. It's not going to stop. Whether or not the speed of the growth fluctuates, that doesn't really matter to me. The fact of the matter is that it became very apparent that things are on the move. And because of that, I've been spending a lot more time focusing on myself, focusing on interacting with you guys in the comments and stuff, and just overall focusing a lot more of my attention on YouTube and on the videos and stuff like that. And, you know, I know that the memes and stuff kind of go up and down as well. You know, it kind of depends on my mood, and that's the whole thing, is I'm taking a much more organic approach to my content. And personally, I'm enjoying doing my content a lot more. And from what I've seen from you fine, beautiful people in the comments, it seems like you're very supportive of that. And I wanted to say thank you and let you know, like, how appreciative I am of that, because I feel like I'm really starting to come into my own as like a content creator and stuff like that, right? And just to see the amount of people that are supportive of that are supportive of my dream of being like a big time YouTuber someday, if fortune goes my way, right? But it's like, just having you as a community member and a fan, and just being like so supportive of what I want to do in my life, it means the world to me. It really does. So that's why I want to get the piñatas. I would love to give more. You know, I would want to be able to give everybody everything in this game, or anything, you know? And it's just, what can I say? It's a beautiful feeling. Anyways, let's get out of here. even though I could go and get those claims and stuff. We gotta use a loot collector, so let's get on out of here. Lost connection to game server. Glad to see that bug is still around. There we go. We've returned. Also, another thing, too, that I want to start getting in the habit of doing. This guy have a sneak peek here, but I'm going to start trying my best to do a weekly... Here's all the items that you can get in the Chaos Chest for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox. I want to do videos like that, kind of have videos that are going to be a lot more relevant as far as information is concerned and stuff like that. You know, kind of let you all know, like, here's what's going on, here's what we know is happening and stuff like that. Also, I gotta double check if there's any shoutouts, because I know there's a few. Wow, so we really don't have much. We've got Rompa94, who gave me a Perky Penguin ally, and then Twisted Dark Rye, who gave me 25 Twice Forged Souls and a club portal to the cube. But then on top of that, you know, we've got all these different items in my inventory, which I did have those before. I just didn't get to show them on camera, right? Because I wanted to kind of share that with you. So I'm gonna try and do it all right now, which is gonna be a mess. Here's the Manta Ray Mount. I gotta try and run away. This is a very Xbox themed mount, unintentionally, of course. It's just all green and stuff, so it has the Xbox colors, I guess. We've also got Hadori, the bird of paradise. This guy is beautiful, but we're not going to be able to see his special effect, which is, as we're out in the world, he's going to create a flower trail behind him. So I always like to call him the pretty bird. And he's pretty neat just because of that feature alone, right? You get that bird from a Trove of Wonder. So if you haven't already seen my video, how to get Trove's rarest mounts, which I'm sure most of you have because that video is exploding lately. But anyway, here's the Nimble Nimbus. This guy has a very, very rare chance of dropping from in the sky world. You actually mine the crystallized clouds and have a very small % chance of this guy dropping. And yes, it's supposed to be the Nimbus that Goku uses. Then we've got the Royal Turtle, another Trove of Wonder mount, which is absolutely disgusting. Like, this is probably one of the worst mounts in the game because it's one of the only ones that's actually got slower movement speed on top of the tank turtle. But the tank turtle actually has a cannon, so you can kind of use it for mining if you don't have any bombs, right? This guy's benefit is the only benefit he has is that you can use him as a boat, and he looks kind of stupid when he swims for sure, but that's pretty much it. We also have the Spike ally or Spikeling bait. I don't know what it's called, but either way, this guy is actually a very, very rare drop from Spike Walker. Near as I remember anyways, unless they've changed something with the code, you actually will get this drop very rarely from the Shadow Tower chest of Spike Walker. Same with, with Weeping Prophet, you get the Twitching Tentacle mount. With the Pinata, you end up getting the Pinata mount. Daughter of the Moon, I don't think there's actually anything for Daughter of the Moon, oddly enough, but either way, it's a pretty cool mount. It's a spider mount that's kind of like a baby Spike Walker, right? Then we got the Fiery Dragon Tiger. There's actually two of these. One of them is kind of an ice-themed one. This one's the fire one, which it's another reskin of the mount, so it's pretty cool to say the least. Kind of just came out of nowhere when it was actually ended up getting added to the game. It's just a rare drop from the Chaos Chest, too. So then there's the Springy Sporling. This is just a bouncing mushroom mount. One of the earliest items added to the game. You actually get this for having max gardening. So on the last level of the gardening profession, you're actually able to just craft this mount outright. And then while I'm not going to show all of the allies and stuff, I do want to point out that Prefect Penguin is actually one of the best magic allies in the game because he pretty much operates the exact same as the Raptor Berserker, but for magic damage instead, right? So you see he actually gives you the exact same as Raptor Berserker, where you gain 15% health and movement speed boost when a nearby enemy gets defeated, making him a really, really good ally, right? Now, before we end up calling it a day, we ended up getting one of these empowered gem boxes. Let's just open it and say who cares. There we go, Ripperoni ended up just getting a Radiant Gem here, which is Mired Mojo, which is an okay one. But in any case, I also want to say this now, folks, that very soon, not necessarily yet, you know, I still thankfully have like a bunch of regular prizes and codes that I can give away. Codes are definitely a lot easier for me to give away, but eventually I'm going to be giving away a lot of the extra items that I've gotten from the community that I don't personally need. The only thing is that when that comes into play, it means that I gotta try and, I gotta try and be online during certain times and stuff so that I can have a communication with the prize winners and stuff like that. That's why I kind of have stayed away from that. But in any case, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciated, and I hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.